Good evening, ladies and gents, and thank you for tuning into All in TV StarCraft 2 commentary, slide, and legend here. Yeah, gonna get into this game here. We have our. What's wrong? Is the mic working?
Yeah,
Say something.
say something.
Okay. Okay, it is working. Sorry about that. Red Pros player, Quantic Sase, probably top 3 pros in Europe? Top 4?
Yeah, for sure. Sase is actually one of the nicest guys in StarCraft 2. He tweets quite a lot, and he seems like such a nice guy. And he's, of course, a teammate and a good friend of Quantic Naniwa, who's actually just killing everybody at GSL till he went down to IM MVP. But there's really no shame in that. He's a 3-time champion after all.
You know, I did have my reservations about that match. I thought Naniwa might have taken it, especially MVP having his recent wrist problems.
Yeah, I mean, MVP did have to result in cheese, but of course, you know, when Naniwa goes like a Nexus first or that kind of stuff, you really can't let them get away with it, I guess.
Yep, and Koreans, of course, masters of cheese and all-ins, you know. But anyway, you know, win's a win. It is GSO, money, notoriety, fame, you know, all of it on the line here, and you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, our Zerg player here, blue Zerg player is spawning in the, what map is this? We should have, Cloud Kingdom.
Yep.
Yeah, Cloud Kingdom. Vilehawk spawning here in the south west, of course, of the team. Hawk, probably one of the not as well-known Vile players, considering they deal players like Illusion.
And Spanish one.
Yeah, Spanish,
And etc.
etc. Vile Sai, if you guys watch
Yeah.
his channel, I think he's got some entertaining casts. I think he's a funny guy.
Actually, one thing to note is that look at the placement of a pylon and a forge here. I mean, Sase does know that he's playing against Zerg, and it seems like a really weird build to me. And he's actually getting a gas even before a gateway, so he's
Wow,
definitely trying out something
So
new.
this is the 1 out of 20 games that Protoss doesn't forge Basic's against the Zerg player.
I mean, he is forge expanding. Just
Well, I
what's
just
with
been at
the
the
location?
front.
And he's actually building a gateway after gas first. I really hope he knows what he's doing.
Do you
'Cause
think he's trying to hide the fact that he has a forge? Although, if he's going to use cannons to block off his natural, I mean, he's going to have. I mean, it's going to be apparent what's going on anyway. Yeah, there's the cannon, so I don't understand the position on that forge. You know, sometimes I think maybe, you know, Zerg players do get roaches out or something, and they're able to snipe the forge off. Is that what he's worried about, perhaps?
But he didn't really wall off on here, so all the Zerglings could just easily run by.
Yeah, this is very, as you point out, Legend, that is very risky. A 10 pull, you know, would have been disastrous because the forge wasn't in place, right?
Yeah.
At the front. Luckily, that's not what happened for Sasa here. And yeah,
Like the Nexus isn't even planted yet because he had to spend all the resources on, you know, blocking up with the 2 gateways, and he's even making 2 zealots here.
I think, is he faking an expand or no? The probe is in position, waiting for the 400 minerals here. He is nearly there, and
He
pulled up
got
all-
that very fast guess, but he's just starting to mine.
Uh,
I'm so confused.
There is that Nexus now. I mean, if he's just experimenting around, you know, understandable.
Oh, I guess he got that really fast gas for the +1 upgrade. I guess the whole point of this build was to deny the Zerg third, kind of snipe it off, I guess, with the zealots.
Yeah,
But
that could be it.
Vilehawk is really not even taking the third at this point.
I mean, when you're watching a pro-level game and you see some sort of unorthodox builds or plays like this, you gotta assume that they know what they're doing or they're trying something new. You know, this isn't, you know, just a typical diamond or lower level game.
Yep, Sase is definitely going to check for that third base of Vilehawk, but it's not planted yet, so he probably should just go back. Yep, Sase is smart enough to pull those zealots back to the main base, or maybe he'll join with the reinforcements.
That might actually be what he's doing here. And taking the second gas as well. What is that building over there? Cyber Core. Okay, of course.
Yep.
He doesn't need to get that. The Overlord will see the double gas here. 4 zealots, +1. They just now finished Spinecrawler going down as well at the front of the natural.
Yep, +1 zealots at this point is so deadly against the Zerglings.
There's speedless Zerglings too, and
Oh, the spine is here, and another spine going down, so Sase is smartly going to the mineral line. He's gonna probably park the zealot's ass there, and
hold position. There we go. Very nicely done. Queen is poking away at them, however, and why these drones need to evacuate. I don't know why they're just staying there. There we go. And
Zealot's taking a lot of shots from the Spine Crawler,
an
though.
excellent block from Vilehawk here, and the Lings will go down, but he is preventing Zealot run-up.
Yep, even pulling out some of the drones to surround the Zealots. And how many workers was he able to kill? He was able to kill 3 workers for the 3 Zealots and some lost mining time.
I think it was 4 Zealots.
Yeah, 4 Zealots.
If we look at the units lost tab up, pretty even here.
Gets that spine, not spine.
Creep tumor.
Creep tumor, which is actually a huge deal. And another Zealot just running by.
Just being a little bit fast, pulling a couple more drones up. Speaking of creep, actually, yeah, Blizzard is considering for the next major patch, giving Queen starting energy, or upping it to 50 from the current 25. What are your thoughts on that, Legend?
I actually truly love it as not as a Zerg player, but for a person that really would love for Zerg players to do well in the tournaments. I think it's a huge deal because you can do inject and plant down the creep tumor at the same time.
Yeah.
And Sasa is not gonna find the third base from Zerg. Vilehawk is gonna go 2 base mutas, which is a very old build.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, Quantic Sasa is going up. This hard counters the 2 base muta so well. It's just so ridiculous.
I mean, it's one thing if you're able to get enough mutas that you just overwhelm the Phoenix, but you're not going to be able to get that many off just 4 gas geysers, right? The Phoenix are going to just demolish the Mulas out of the sky. 4 of them already out, a 5th one on the way. Twilight Council as well. Sase playing this very well so far. Infestation Pit, I said that weird. Infestation Pit going down here as well. We're going to see High Tech very shortly here. Picking up there are 3 queens there. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Getting a little brazen here with the Phoenix. Actually, they won't be able to take the queens down now that there are 5 in the field.
Yep. Wow, 2 of the queens go down already. Oh no, just kidding.
I think is it 3 or 4 Phoenix you need to kill a queen in one spectacle?
I have no idea.
I think it's right. You're a pro player. Yeah, more Phoenix in production here, and it looks like Ling's running up to the middle of the map as well during all this.
Doing tons of damage here. It's picking up all the overlords and picking up all the queens here.
5 corruptors in the way, and Pathogen Glands as well, and the Lings will be sealed off in the pro space by Warping Zealots here. Wow, Sase doing so many overlords. I'm surprised Hawk isn't gathering his overlords back to his hatcheries yet.
Yeah, he actually forced 5 corruptors from Vilehawk. I mean, what's the corruptor is going to do at this point?
Well, to be fair, I mean, there are quite a few Phoenix out. I think the resources invested, do even out. Although, of course, he did take out maybe 6 or 7 overlords.
We have a Zealot charge coming out of Sasa. I honestly, at this point, I feel like he's just fucking with it. To be honest, he just feels like he's just so much of a more superior player than Vilehawk here. So he's just kind of tinkering with all the strategies.
Well, when you do see the Zerg player on even basis with you as a pros player, you're gonna feel pretty good about that, regardless of whatever tech
so many drones.
Wow! Oh my god! And the corruptors. I mean, obviously they hold up well in a straight up battle, but why would the Phoenix ever engage in corruptors, right? Fly around it, they're slow as hell. Gateway follow-up to this, and like you said, that actually Templar Archives as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Zealot, High Templars, and
Zealot Archive? Or
something like that.
First Infestors are out, excuse me, and they
if you actually could fungal the clumped up.
The corruptors would destroy them,
like in a second, really.
Yeah, a couple of Spore Crawlers as well as the +1 air attack going up for Vilehawk here. Drone and probe count almost that even.
Yeah, the thing is that Sase didn't really take the 3rd base. He could have a long time ago.
I think, he didn't actually have that many forces down on the ground. He might have been worried about the Lings outside of his base. But, wow, quite the feat. Phoenix here.
Oh!
Money fungal on those Phoenixes.
One more fungal, and there it is. And 3 of them go down already. 4 of them. Yeah. And 5, 6, 7 of the Phoenixes go down. Only 2 left. So very well fungal by our Zerg player. That was exactly what he needed, and he's switching into mutas, which is such a smart choice.
Oh yeah, you take out that many Phoenixes, the Pros player isn't going to continue making them, at least for a little while anyway, and I think...
Yeah, especially Sase going a very Zealot heavy, the mutas just will do a lot of damage.
Yeah, so Sase maybe a little overconfident here. He is gonna be facing kind of the worser end of the build order currently.
Yep, he's gonna put down the third base, and Vilehawk taking the fourth kind of away from the main base, but I like the choice.
Yep, definitely.
Considering he's gonna have a map dominance with the mutas on the map.
Yeah, and actually with the Corruptors mixed in too now, I mean... Actually.
But this is a very scary force
yeah,
to
that's
deal
quite a
with.
few Archons.
Oh, Archons don't... Yeah, watch out for Archons.
Yeah, Archons basically short-range Thors.
Yeah, I guess he didn't get Storms, he just wanted to use the Templar Archives for the Archons. Zealot Archon against Zerg. They're weird.
Charge Run, and there's the charge. And Hawk's probably scratching his head thinking, Charge Zealots. What is this? PvT?
Yeah, should pick off the third base. It's gonna go down so fast.
If he can just go home, yep, he's actually going to just do that. Go right on home and secure his own third base, putting Sase quite well ahead of Hawk at the moment. He does not know about the I guess the original fourth over in the southeast corner of the map, however.
Yep, the problem is that Hawk does not have a Roach tech, which would be so good against a Zealot Archon type army. He just have mutas and Zerglings to deal with, which are terrible.
Oh,
against
nice fungal. Yeah, Zealot's pretty terrible against fungal for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, nice pickup actually by the.
Doesn't really
Phoenixes.
kill the. Oh, that wasn't able to. Kill
No,
it.
but then they will drop down in the middle of charge lots. Oh wow! Surprise mutas will take out everything else here. Actually, the Archons, wow, doing some serious damage to these
my
Mutalisks.
gosh.
I retract my earlier statement, and what a mistake there with a Mutalisk, actually.
Yeah, I mean, just was able to just carve his way through with the +2 upgrade on the Archons, just doing tons of splash damage against Zerglings and mutas.
Yeah, usually without Blink Stalkers and without Phoenixes, Muta Harass does pretty well against Archons just because they're so immobile.
Yeah, he actually kept the mutas back at home with a constant pressure, so very well done by Sase, bringing out the weird build to begin with and even throughout the game. But worked for him.
Yeah, he made it work, so Sase well played, and is that it?
Yep.
Okay, that's it. We'll see you guys next time. Yeah, good night.